So the short version of that for the elevator pitch is for a risk manager, it's not just the firms that you are directly contracting with you need to be concerned about. It is the network of relationships for all the vendors and your vendors' vendors and your vendors' vendors onto the nth generation that potentially have impact upon your business operations, upon the sensitivity and confidentiality of your data. So first of all is understanding the scope of the problem, understanding that the costs are very large, both from a generator and from a receiver perspective. And then third, to understand that the time to react for a given organization is small and seems to be decreasing. So the time that you have between when an event takes place and when you as a receiver may realize these effects is very small and increasing at an increasing rate. And that this is where tools such as risk recon, et cetera, there can help you do those quick assessments and monitor the status of your vendors. That can't replace actually going out and talking with people and getting understanding of where those relationships are, but you are not going to be able to go out and do audits on everyone that's part of a modern IT supply chain. There's just too many firms out there. So you have to rely upon tools such as Risk Recon, et cetera, to get that insight and to get a better sense of what their risk surface looks like.
You can't do everything in your elevator pitch because then that doesn't leave me with anything.
Oh, I'm sorry. Again, bad vlogger.
So, I mean, without repeating anything, I'm going to try not to repeat anything that David said. So I think like one super important takeaway, I think this is like a great report and unique in that like I don't see a lot of investigation of these kind of supply chain like multi-party incidents. But at the same time, and there's good information. At the same time, this is like the basics, right? Like this is like how many events, how many orgs did they involve, what caused it, and like how long did it take to propagate. There's a few other details in there. I'm not getting everything, but I think the point being that like this is just a start of what could be some like really deep analysis. And the fact that these incidents are like incredibly complicated, and I'm hopeful that there's like more here. And so if you're gonna like read this report and have a takeaway, one would be like as David said, the basics are these are things you should worry about. But there's also like just a lot we don't know about this kind of stuff, because as soon as you take kind of singular events and you make them multi-party, things get super complicated super fast. And I think that's one thing to take away is like this is probably something we should be paying more attention to, and probably something that we should collect as much data as we can on. And I hope we get to keep doing this stuff in the future.